Every year, Barrett-Jackson, the world's greatest collector car auctions, brings together 50 of the most incredible custom vehicles in Scottsdale, Arizona, for the ultimate showdown of automotive skill. From hot rod head turners to muscle car masterpieces, these builders push the limits of design and performance to create truly one-of-a-kind cars. But this year, we're taking you inside the garages of 4 of the best builders in the game as they bring their cars to life, from the tiniest details to the loudest engines. One of them could take home $20,000 and the most coveted hardware around, the Barrett-Jackson Cup. This is the path to performance.
My name is Troy Gundel, and my shop's BBT Fabrications, based out of Mahama, Illinois.
So I think our strong suit here is, again, our fabrication skills, our attention to detail, and how much we push on all the little things that add up to making the car what it is. We sweat every detail. We'll spend time, going back and forth, and it's like we're moving something of an eighth of an inch. It's not going to matter either way. No one's going to know that we should have done it this way or should have done it that way, but we sweat it that much to where I think that really pays off in the end.
Jesse Greening here from Greening Auto Company. I grew up with cars since I was a little kid. My father had me in the garage around it and everything else, so very passionate about every single build that we've done.
We've always been in cars, and we just enjoy it, and it's part of our living and part of our life, and even on vacation, we go to car shows.
I'm Jeremy Gerber, the co-owner of the Roadster Shop out in Mundelein, Illinois.
I'm Phil Gerber, co-owner of the Roadster Shop. Our background is building chassis and performance suspension started with early hot rods, then got into the 50s and 60s cars, then muscle cars. We saw a huge kind of shift in the market coming, and we got ahead of the curve and started doing complete chassis for all the vintage four-wheel drive stuff.
My name's Joe Vaness from Dutch Boys Hot Rods.
My name is Paul. We are based out of Kalamazoo, Michigan.
The paint and body is what we're known for. That's what people come to us for. We still paint cars for other people, but we're also doing full builds now for ourselves in-house. We look at every car and dissect it, and we always want to bring the best on every car.
Welcome to the presentation of the Barrett-Jackson Cup. The big prize for the ultimate best in show. How about a check for $20,000?
The ultimate winner is right here. A 1969 Pontiac Firebird Custom is taking home the Barrett-Jackson Cup for 2023. The judges had a lot of reasons. One, the fact that it did almost 200 miles an hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause to this year's winner.
Woo! We just won the Barrett-Jackson Cup. This amps up the pressure a lot, because now we've got to try to top this thing, which is going to be very, very hard feat to do. I kind of feel like maybe there's a small target on my back.
In 2024, we know it's going to be some stiff competition.
We're going up against 3 other top-notch shops in this country. Everybody has their own thing that they're kind of bringing to the table, all at the top of their game. You got Jesse Greening, who's been around for a long time. He's the Tom Brady of what we got going on here.
It's always an amazing time to be able to work with my father.
Well, I do the body work, and Jesse, he's in charge of all of it.
And then you got the Roadster Shop boys, Phil and Jeremy Gerber.
I mean, you could probably tell we're brothers, right?
I think that kind of sets us apart, the amount of engineering going into the build. You'll see that throughout the build process. So we're kind of pulling from, the engineering side, the CNC machining side, and then still a lot of the traditional hot rod background of the hand-built custom fabrication.
And then you've got Paul and Joe out of Michigan with Dutch Boys Hot Rods, and they're known for their body work and paint.
We started out just as a body paint shop, and now we are getting into more of doing the full custom builds.
My first car was a '67 Chevy 2, and we bought that when I was 14, and him and I restored it together and built that car, and then it started turning into a business, and we sold it.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world to get to go work with my kid every day.
And then you got me, we're not necessarily known for body work and paint. We're more known for our fabrication and our sheet metal work and our attention to detail. Next year, what we're bringing out here is a 59 Chevrolet Impala, but we're not gonna bring it in a finished form. We're gonna bring it in a raw, bare metal form. It'll be running and driving, everything will be complete, but there won't be any paint on the exterior of the car because we wanna showcase building the car. Yeah, it's a huge risk, but I feel like the reward is huge if you can pull it off.
Dad and I have been talking about a few projects that we have and what one might fit really well for the competition. And him and I kind of decided on the 61 Biscayne.
We haven't built that style, that Biscayne. We like the top and we like the way it sets.
Our vehicle for next year's 2024 Barrett-Jackson Cup is a 1970s, well, mid-1970s Chevy square body pickup truck. It's the iconic American pickup truck, and we're just kind of making it better.
So the car that we are going to bring next year for the Cup, just a performance-based 67 Chevy 2.
Basically, it was his first car, and he's always had a sweet spot for it. So to get a chance to build one and build a high-end one is something we're really looking forward to.
We're going up against 3 of the best builders in the country, and we're excited for the challenge and excited to be a part of this.
I mean, I'm going to do what I do best, and that's paint cars. And he's going to do what he does best, and he's going to get the fabric done. And we're just going to mix it all together, and we're going to build something pretty damn cool.
The Barrett-Jackson Cup's one of the top that we would like to win. We haven't done it yet, and we can't brag to Troy about it, so I guess we'd like to do it so we can.
I think it's always more difficult to defend a title than it is to win one. Everybody else is going to be hungry. Troy's going to be sitting with his feet up, chilling. I think Jesse's going to be the one you got to watch out for, man. I mean, Jesse comes from quite the pedigree of wins.
The only thing I'd like to say to the other teams that are rolling along for this is, come on, let's compete.